Hey, this is Ransom1690. I'm back with another video, and this is gonna be a bit of an emotional video because I'm gonna talk about this channel I've been watching called Rebel Void, and he's another anti-natalist channel. And I was watching one of his videos where he was talking about how he just feels lost in life and how he feels like he should have been further along than what he already is. You know, he talks about how he would have never imagined he would turn 25 and still living in his parents' house, surrounded by four walls, and like how he was the life he envisioned for himself. It was one of adventure, one where he was exploring, getting to see things. And it's like all throughout the video, you could just see and hear the visible frustration in his voice. And it's like, I get that. It's something I can really understand because I feel the same damn way every single fucking day. You know, and I was thinking about this shit all last night. That like I would have, even before I even watched this that video, that man, I would have never guessed that this is how my life would turn out. Just 31 years old, still living at your parents' house, and you know, I'm not gonna say that that's really necessarily a bad thing because it's hard out there and it's fucking expensive out there and shit. But it's like, I'm living in an environment full of fucking unhappiness, abuse, and just a lot of turmoil. And I never would have thought that I would just be living like this. And it's like, when you're in fucking school and shit, you have aspirations, or you think about like, well, where you may be when you grow up and shit. But it's like nobody thinks that they could still potentially be in a fucked up situation going into their 20s, their 30s, or their 40s and shit. And just we are conditioned to be optimistic and to think about, how things could potentially work out if we work hard enough, if we invest the time and energy into our future. And well, my parents did that, and they're fucking miserable as shit. And that's what the title of this video is gonna be. Is that this life, this world, is just one big fucking trouble. Because I would have never thought, like, that just basic shit and would be so hard to do. And that's another thing that this YouTuber says. It feels like you gotta climb so many fucking mountains just to do basic shit. Like with me trying to fucking get a job and shit, or get a goddamn driver's license or a fucking car or some shit. It's taking so much fucking energy and so much goddamn time just to get something that's a fucking necessity for me to improve my life. And every fucking time I try to go out there and do it and get committed, I'm always running into some bullshit, someone not wanting to fucking give me a chance or follow through with the process on their end or call me back or some shit. And it's like, I gotta keep fucking going out there, putting in the hours, keep calling people like, hey, are you gonna, did you look at my application? I'm just giving a call back to see what's going on. Hey, like, you know, you get fucking sick of doing that shit. And it's like, why the fuck is doing basic necessities for your life so goddamn hard? I don't understand it. And it's like, that's why I say this existence, like, it's trash. It's fucking trash, you know. And just, I would never have thought that I would turn 31 living in a fucking house where, again, doing basic shit is a goddamn problem. Like yesterday, I was trying to cook me some fucking breakfast in the kitchen, and you know, it get dark in there and shit, cause we don't got no good blinds, you know. So I turned on the damn the light, you know, and my bitchy ass mom, she came through there and she turned the fucking shit back off, and she started talking about some, oh, like, what, man, well, the light bill is too high, we need to get the bill down. So I'm like, yeah, but I need to fucking cook. Like, what, I'm supposed to cook in the goddamn dark? And like, no, apparently I'm supposed to fucking use the light from the living room curtains or some shit, which I still couldn't see shit. So, man, it's like, I just put my shit back up and went back to my fucking room because I didn't even want to deal with that stupid ass shit. And that's just what pisses me the fuck off about this life, about just being brought here into this existence. It's like, just, I'm just constantly thinking about this shit. Why the fuck did this bitch bring me fucking here when she knew she ain't even had her shit together, where we was gonna fucking be dealing with stuff like the utility bills or the fucking light bill or shit. Not, we're talking about just turning on a goddamn light. Not, you know, one goddamn light in the fucking house, man. Just to cook a fucking breakfast. And I'm making a video. What? Well, I guess my mom just heard me, but I don't care. I'm gonna finish this video. But yeah, turning on one fucking light in the goddamn house, it's this huge thing to do. And it's like, man, I be thinking about this shit because I'm like, man, 50 plus years of you working at a fucking warehouse, and we still can't afford shit around the house. We can't even afford to turn on one damn light in the house to make a fucking breakfast. It be hot ass shit every damn day. So, you know, you gotta, cause you don't be wanting to hardly turn on the air conditioner, so you gotta deal with that shit. And then it's like, oh, well, we just gotta get the bill down. So I'm like, at one point, do we start actually being able to live and enjoy our lives and not have to worry about this shit? Because the truth is that, and you know, let me fucking go take this up out there, cause now she wanna spy on my videos and shit. And I know she gonna have some shit to say when I go up in there, but I don't give a fuck. I'm getting this shit out there. But it's like, truth is, the reason why we even fucking living like this shit is because this bitch ain't even did everything that she was supposed to do when she was working to make sure we had a stable life. Like, you know, this shed that we sitting behind right now, she screwed 30 grand that she could have used to put on that house off into this shed. So now we ain't got no money. We ain't really got much. And it's like, this is how we live in. And I'm just thinking, like, she want to come outside and look at me all cross-eyed and funny and stuff. But it's like, I have been going through hell at that house because for the past couple of years, she's been blaming me for this stuff, like I've been talking about. And it's like, you the one who decided to have children. You the one who decided to bring kids into this world to deal with an unstable life. And this is what I keep talking about. If you knew you didn't have your life together, why would you bring kids into this crap, man? You know, why would you bring other life forms into a world where we was gonna have to deal with stuff like high bills or high utility usage and shit like that? And this is why I say, like, again, this reproduction shit, like, it's freaking evil. Because it ain't just people is just able to have sex, bring other life forms here, and there's no repercussions for it, but it's like the lives that are brought here, now they gotta deal with all the bullshit. They gotta deal with the fucking, you know, stresses of life, like what I'm talking about now. And it's like when you try to speak up and you try to voice this stuff, you being made to look like you the enemy. Like, you know, you being made to look like you the one that fought for it, that it's all your fault, that you just a bad kid, this and that, when you didn't even ask to be brought here. And so, yeah. And so I was watching this dude's video, Rebel Boy. And I watched a couple of his videos, and it's like, I get it. Like, I get how he feels. I get what he thinks about his life, because I be feeling this same way every single day. And you know it, and it be hard for me because it's like I be feeling angry every day, just real angry. So like, you know, I try to do shit, copes and stuff to really cope with that stuff. But it's like, you know, my copes, doing my art and stuff, like that requires a great deal of focus and a great deal of mental strength in and of itself. So it's like trying to focus on drawing a picture when you're angry. You know, all of that stuff goes into my art, and not in a good way. I start getting frustrated when the form doesn't turn out right, or I don't get the perspective right, and it just increases my anger. So I be trying not to draw when I'm angry, but it's like just thinking about the environment that I'm living in and the life that I'm living. Like, I can't help but to be angry because I didn't even ask to be brought into any of this mess. You know, I didn't ask to be brought into a family where we was gonna constantly be having to worry about doing basic shit like turn on the fucking light or the fucking air conditioner so we ain't hot as hell in the house, or you know, just living there with all the fighting and all the arguing and shit. And when you try to voice this shit, oh, well then let's fight, well then get out my house. You know, after this woman specifically told me she would help me get my life back on track and disadvised me from doing anything for myself because, oh, I'm gonna help you when I have more time. I'm gonna help you when I have more hours. Until she finally got more time and she just laying up on her lazy ass, just fucking watching TV and blaming everyone else for the situation she made within the house. So, like, this is the kind of stuff that I just be thinking about every single day. And it's like, I don't get it. Like, you know, like just this world, and the people in it. Like, it's just one big pile of shit, you know. And you're constantly told, oh, well, just continue to think positive, continue to think positive. Like, oh, well, you haven't explored the what life really has to offer. I'm like, really? So, I'm like, because I think I've seen enough. You know, to do anything good in life, you need a freaking green piece of paper. And so it's like, what really is around here to actually see or explore except just more bullshit that you need to try to fucking pay for, like turning on a goddamn light just to be comfortable. Like, so just, I don't really get it. But yeah, that's kind of my video for right now. And yeah, I'll be back to y'all with another one.